I like to call this video, It Made a Difference for That One. Hello, I'm Dr. Tom Bender. As part of a prelude to our new website, myhealthypotential.com, I would like to share a bit of background. I used the story once when I was the director of the Division of Safety Research of the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH. I'll share this story now since it is helpful in explaining this new site. This story was part of remarks I made in Morgantown on July 2nd, 1993, to honor J. Donald Millar, the NIOSH director, as he was about to retire. Many of you may have heard versions of this story. The story was inspired by the writings of Lauren Isley. The Star Thrower is part of a 16-page essay of the same name by Lauren Isley. It was published in 1969 in The Unexpected Universe. This, interestingly, was the year we walked on the moon and the year that I began work as an epidemiologist at CDC. Isley was both a scientist and a poet. From these two cultures, he wrote with insight about our world and our role in it. I took this version of the story from a video by Joel Arthur Barker, a futurist. The video was entitled The Power of Vision. The Barker video had been of particular interest to Dr. Millar as we worked to prevent fatalities in the workplace. Barker, after describing Isley in the video, tells the story like this, pretty much as I presented it in 1993. Watch.
Once upon a time, there was a wise man, much like Isley himself, who used to go to the ocean to do his writing. He had a habit of walking on the beach before he did his work. One day, while walking along the shore, he looked down the beach and he saw a human figure moving like a dancer. He smiled to himself to think of someone who had danced to the day, so he began to walk faster to catch up. As he got closer, he saw that it was a young man, and that the young man wasn't dancing. Instead, he was reaching down to the shore, picking up something from the sand, and very gently throwing it into the ocean. As he got closer, he called out, "Good morning. What are you doing?" The young man paused, looked up, and replied, "Throwing starfish into the ocean." "I guess I should have asked, why are you throwing starfish into the ocean?" "Well, the sun is up, and the tide is going out, and if I don't throw them in, they'll die." "But young man, don't you realize that there are miles and miles of beach and starfish all along it? You can't possibly make a difference." The young man listened politely and bent down, picked up another starfish, and threw it into the sea past the breaking waves. "It made a difference for that one," he said. His response surprised the man. He was upset. He didn't know how to reply. And so instead he turned away and walked back to his cottage to begin his writings. All day long, as he wrote, the image of the young man haunted him. He tried to ignore it, but the vision persisted. Finally, late in the afternoon, he realized that he, the scientist, he, the poet, missed the essential nature of the young man's actions because he realized that what the young man was doing was choosing not to be an observer in the universe and watch it pass by, but was choosing to be an actor in the universe and make a difference. He was embarrassed. That night he went to bed troubled. When morning came, he awoke, knowing that he had to do something. And so he got up, put on his clothes, went to the beach, and found the young man, and with him he spent the rest of the morning throwing starfish into the ocean. Joe Barker tells us what that young man's actions represent is something that is special in each and every one of us. We have all been gifted with the ability to make a difference. And if we can, like that young man, become aware of that gift, we gain, through the strength of our visions, the power to shape the future.
In the early 1990s, it seemed difficult to make a difference. It was difficult to reach all the starfish that needed help. At the time when I made my presentation regarding the importance of prevention, one worker at a time, I knew, having just attended a meeting at DARPA, that the Internet was some years from becoming widely available. And certainly, the Internet wasn't really a dream when Isley wrote The Star Thrower, even though we set foot on the moon that year. But now, the Internet has become an exceptional way to reach many, many individuals in a short period of time, and it permits anyone to interact with tools and other people on desktops, laptops, tablets, and mobile devices on their own schedule, one person at a time. MyHealthyPotential.com is a unique online membership site that provides the tools any of us may use in order to identify and reduce our personal risks and thus improve our health. The online approach allows My Healthy Potential to reach the large populations of the epidemiologists while doing so in a manner similar to the provider in a clinic, one person at a time. It's now available for you online, a complete personal risk identification strategy with all the tools and coaching needed to get you started on estimating your risks of disease and injury and to help you select the changes that you want to implement in order to make a difference in your life and improve your odds of good health. MyHealthyPotential.com is an uncommon and unique system available for individuals all housed in a one-stop membership site. We're here to make a difference for that one, for this one, for you. If you're not already a member, join now.